That'll do it, that'll do it, that'll do it. Ah, guess what? Strats are illegal. Can you believe it? Everything on the wall. Every single one. Including this guy. I'm going to jail. If the feds take me away before the end of the stream. It's been nice knowing you. It was a fun ride. Enjoyed the Stratty times we had. Right, let's turn this off and talk about what we're going to talk about Strats apparently. So, I mean, I didn't have a topic for tonight, I'm sorry. Strats were happening. So let's see what we're all saying. Thanks for coming. Hello and welcome. We're hammering on about your illegal Strats, S-types, Stratocasters, stratalikes, stratafakers, strat clones, you know what I mean, all that jazz. Let's talk about it. Let's see who's in. Thanks for coming, by the way. Oman's in, first in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Francis Chambers in, hello to you. Bill Mumbo, I read this at the start. What are you saying? Am I using the non-British form of calendar, or am I not posting till the 3rd of December? You're sincerely a pedant spinster. What have I did wrong? I've made a mistake somewhere and I don't know what it is. Did the clocks move by any chance? That I think I might have thought that was happening, but maybe not. Sorry. I've been busy. It's been a hectic couple of days. Anywho, Peter Collins in. Wait a minute. I missed Filippo Bobbly from JPMA. I know that username. I know the thing. It's not that username I know. It's changed. Anywho, carrying on. Peter Collins in the house. How you doing, mate? Hauser68 is in. Hello. Richard Sheehan. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. AMD Movies. AMD Movies from Aberdeen. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Good music is good. Agreed. Is someone going to take your Sterling Cutlass? More than likely. Hide it under your sofa or something. You like it more than a Fender Standard, but it's totally a Strat. That's where it gets risky, isn't it? You gotta be careful. Maiden Man's in. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Excuse me. Mark Green and Guitar is in. Decided to play an illegal Strat tonight. OMG. Oh, me? Yeah, I did. You as well? Yeah, maybe. I don't know what we're going to do about this. We'll have to talk about this at some point. I didn't do research. I watched the KDH video, that's about it. And thought about it a little bit yesterday, and then I can't remember my thoughts. I had some good thoughts, I think. If you got any thoughts, let me know in the comments. Actually, we'll get to the poll shortly where you've shared your thoughts, and we'll see what it's all about. I used to be in a circle. Something's happened. I'm not in a circle anymore. It's a square. Oh well, it's broken. Anywho, where did we get to there? Nick Moran, hello, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. IMA640's in the house. Hello to you, mate. Francis Chambers in again. Sorry about that. Wait a minute there. What do we see here? Hauser68 is saying your lawsuit at Levinson Blade RH4 was the best no Fender Strat I've had. See, that's the thing, is it? Does Fender even make the best Strats anymore? Controversial. Maybe. JR Channing's in. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Graham Campbell, hello to you, mate. Blue Fingers is in. Luke Fulton is in. Hello to you, mate. Oh, the Strat Police is in. Luke Fulton is the Strat Police. Careful, y'all. Hide your Strats. Jojo Fry is in the house. How you doing? Good to see you, Jojo. Thanks for coming in. Where are we at? Peter Collins, hello to you again, possibly. Francis Laravide, hello to you, mate. Thank you for coming in. Search for Tone is in the house. Hello, mate. How you doing? Congratulations on the 2 years, by the way. 2 years of YouTubing. Melody Apps is in. Hello to you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, we jumped. We jumped. It always happens. Where do we get to there? I'm under arrest. I'm sorry. Yes, it's true. Is this... Oh, outer marker. Good point. Is that emoji illegal now? It might be if you've used it in the EU. Have you used it in the EU? That could be an illegal emoji. Scary stuff. Unless it's licensed by Fender. Is it licensed by Fender? Let us know. Contraband, yes indeed. Dinger63 for Dundee in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Only in the EU. We're fine in Dundee. That's a good point for now. For now, yes. Anton's in. How you doing, Anton? Good to see you. Oh yes, we have found one Brexit benefit. Yes, possibly. But I mean, we'll need to talk about that as well. That's interesting. But if he goes to see Henning, he's a guitar trafficker. Oh dear. Oh no, that's dangerous. You need to be careful. Peter Collins, Telecaster shape next. I mean, if they're successful with this, it's like, it seems likely, doesn't it? I mean, why wouldn't they? Jimmy Biter, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Give up guitar? Are you mad? Who's giving up guitar? What's going on? Is there any Gas Anonymous groups? I'm really struggling. More things in baskets. This is the place, mate. Although we're probably more enablers here than anything. Might not be able to help. Sorry about that. It's okay. Henning won't shop him. He's been in enough trouble with the law. Who has, me or Henning? Has Henning been in trouble with the law? What's going on? Jings. Oh, was that with these his, what do you call it? Unicycle things, maybe. Or is there some drama I've missed? Maybe. Chris Otterwell Guitars, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Jed Ellis is in. Indio G, how will this German law affect 42 Gear Street? Well, I mean, who knows? 42 Gear Street's got to be banned, surely. Can't think of any other thing that can happen. And Guitar Summit, of course. Well, I mean, nothing gets sold at 42 Gear Street, so I think we're okay. Vincent Brennan, solution to the illegal Strat, probably change the neck and body to something else. That could work. Apparently the neck's okay, and the headstock, apparently. Budget Pedal Chaps in the house, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good music is good. You're going to start putting Fenderish on the headstocks of your kit builds. I like that. That's good. Good little, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Protest. There you go. Sometimes the words come. Most of the times they don't. IMA640, your Strat is not illegal, but it's made up of Fender bits from different countries. Ah, yes. Aren't they all parts casters? That's the thing, isn't it? What do you mean one benefit of Brexit? We got those lovely blue passports as well. I haven't got a blue passport. Do I need a blue passport? I need a new passport actually, in a year or two. Thanks for the reminder. Search for Tone, you're heading out to buy another smoke detector if you haven't changed your batteries. They're exhausted, she says, it's this time of year. Search for Tone, are you not an ex-firefighter? I thought you were like a human smoke detector. I thought you wouldn't need them in your house. You'd just be like, and you know what I mean? Maybe. Anywho, I think we may be caught in. Just seen the title of the live stream. Never sell guitars, always buy more. Well, you're probably right, mate. What was the title? What was it? I can't remember the title. Your illegal strats. Was it talking about selling stuff? Oh yeah, I did. Sell your strats. Yeah, that was the title. Sorry. Been daft. Having a bit of fun with that, haven't I? So, let's talk about this for a wee minute. The reason, sorry, to talk about this, right? I said this in the description of the live stream, which is rarely read by people. I'm not blaming you for not reading. It's just a thing. People generally don't read descriptions. I don't. Anywho, so it's very rare that I jump on a trend thing. I've tried it in the past with some things, but it generally doesn't work for me, and I'm always too late. Like, for example, it's looking like tomorrow's video, it took so long to do it, right, that here's what's happened, right? It looks like the guitar that I'm doing a video on may be sold out everywhere, possibly even discontinued. There's a few left, right, but I can just see the comments I'm going to get. It's like, oh, there's a link to nothing. There's none left, possibly, right? That's how late it's been. But also, okay, huge spoiler. The guitar that is of tomorrow's video is an S-type. It's an S-type, and they got banned. Who's seen that coming? No one's seen that coming. Okay, they're not banned. I'm not stupid. I know they're not banned, right? I'm just making light of it. But it's not very often that I get an opportunity where I actually didn't have a live stream topic for tonight. I didn't know what we were going to talk about, and I was kind of rushing. I didn't do a poll either, you might have noticed. Well, I did it today. It was like a day later. It was all kind of rushed yesterday. So it's very rare that something happens in the news that I could kind of jump on and have a laugh with it. But I'm not going to do the thing that... I'm not going to do the doom and gloom, because I don't actually know all the information. Let's just have a laugh about it, because I mean, what does it really mean? What does it really mean? What do we know? I don't even know what we know. Right, who wants to share some information of how they see it? Anybody want to do that? While that's going on, I want to tell you about a couple of wee things. My good friend, who is probably not watching, who I met at the Birmingham Guitar Show, Ben Travers, gave me a gift. So he did. What an absolute gentleman, of the secret to his guitar playing. This stuff here, fingeries. Now, it's not easy to get. He gets it in America. I'm not selling this or promoting this or anything. I actually just used it for the first time right now on that guitar. Did you notice that I had a couple of bum notes? Yeah, it's this stuff's fault. Well, I mean, it kind of is. It's like super duper slick. Like, it is really good. I think I'm sold on it. I could see me using this all the time. If you ever see this, Mr. Ben Travers, thank you so much for sending this over. I think I'll take this to gigs, most definitely, because that's when sometimes I need the extra help. It gets a bit not as free flowing as it should be. So there you go, fingeries, some American stuff. Apparently it's been all the rage for a long time. Not just guitars either. It's not any fingeries, it's actually tone fingeries. But anyway, there you go. That was fun. The other thing I wanted to tell you is, right, I'm reluctant to get this. I got another gift that came in the post yesterday or the day before from our good friend, Mr. Milehouse Studios. I was not expecting this. I wanted to put it on the wall back here, but I can't. I'll just have to bring it and show you. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Compliments of Mr. Milehouse Studios. Welcome! Awesome. Love it. So, see all these kind of like wee brown fibre things? They all came off, like, and went all over the carpet. And I got a couple of, like, what do you call it? Not splinters, kind of like splinters, but I got a couple of them stuck in my thumb and I couldn't get them out. So I thought I won't put it on the wall, because even although it would look good and it fits the vibe, it'll all molt away. But I've put it on the floor outside the door, so as you come in to the Casa Studios Incorporated thing, it'll say Wecklum. I thought that was fun. Right, okay, let's go back to some comments, see what everybody's saying. What did I miss there? What did I miss? Sell your Strat clones now or go to jail forever. That was it. That was the title, wasn't it? I thought I have to make sure that this is obviously a joke. It can't be seen as, you know what I mean? It has to be obvious when we're joking about it. I think that was obvious. Right, okay. Search for tone. They're more for the dogs and the missus. You're used to the smoke. There you go. Nice one, mate. Graham Campbell, you wonder if your G&L counts as it had the original Strat designer's first initial on the headstock. You know what? Funny you should bring that up, Mr. Campbell, because that is something I was thinking about that I don't think many people are talking about. Maybe they are, because I've not watched like any videos on it other than KDH's. But is it weird that they've not done anything about this for ever? Decades and decades. And was it just this year or last year that they bought G&L? Was there something in that deal that made it easier for them to sort of go for this? You know what I mean? Was there something that they wanted as part of that? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not a legal person. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know all the details and whatnot. But it seems to me like the timing of that, and plus they've got the new CEO as well, who was apparently, was he not the, he was some head of something of Fender Japan, I think, or Asian market or something like that. And they've, the lawsuit is against an Asian company, and the only reason they won is because apparently the brand that they were attacking didn't show up or defend themselves, sort of thing. So they kind of won by default. So some people are speculating as to if they actually tried this with someone with a bit of clout, how would they get on? What if like a load of other brands got together? And we'll also talk about what's actually protected. I don't know. I mean, from what I gathered from KDH's video is it's the S body shape. So not just the Strat in general. So, and what is a deviation from it? Yeah, a lot of things to consider. So I'm keen to see what y'all think about it, even although I didn't want to go too deep serious about this, because I think everybody's going to be talking about this stuff. It's just fun to speculate, isn't it? And the other reason that I thought we'll talk about this today is that, I mean, pretty much more than 50% of this channel is budget Strats. Budget Strats, and there's more. That's not even all of them. Right, so I wanted to talk about some of these. Right, we've got obviously Squire debut on the very end there. That's nothing to worry about. We've got the Fazley Finica, which is basically a Jet GS 400. There's a Jet GS 450. Here's a Fender parts caster. We could talk about that. There's a Henry's Snake. There's a Charvel. That's interesting because Fender obviously own them. FMIC, sorry. And then we've got the Star Maker. I think they need to be most worried of anyone. Maybe. Right, sorry, let me get back to the chat. Right. But yeah, good point about the G&L, Graham Campbell. I think isn't that interesting? That it's came quite soon after that. And I mean, legal things don't happen very often. I also wonder if this Chinese company that we're selling apparently the guitars on, was it either eBay, AliExpress or Temu or something like that? I wonder if this was one of the brands that were like selling actual, not Chibsons, you know what I mean, but like actual Strats with the Fender logo on the headstock and everything. You know, proper copies, and that's why they went for them. Or is this a thing where they're trying to like proper protect their design? It seems like it. But I think every brand that they go after this will need to be sort of done on an individual basis, case by case basis, I think. So they might be dividing and conquering, who knows. Right, sorry. It's not a blooming Strat, is it? What are you talking about? G&L? I don't know what you're talking about. Budget Pedal Shop. Only our Steve could do a video on a Strat and then Strats get made illegal the day before. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person that is putting out a video on a Strat, even yesterday, you know what I mean? Imagine someone just hit upload like I don't know, 20 minutes before KDH put his video out. Damn! Graham Campbell, I wish I had John Nathan Cordy's talent, but I also wish I had his ability for thinking up video ideas every 5 minutes. I know. Sometimes 2 a day, it's crazy. I mean, he's already got a video out about it, obviously. I've seen his thumbnail, but I've not watched it yet. Jojo Fry, you don't think it will really affect anything? I don't either. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal either. I mean, KDH had a very convincing video and argument, and it's good. It's good. He's playing the game as well, of course, and it was a great video. Oh, this is the thing, KDH, love him or hate him, I actually love him, just so you know. Whenever there's any kind of industry news like this, even if he wasn't first to put the video out, you would still go to him first. You know what I mean? If you've seen a load of thumbnails, I want to see KDH's take on it, because he just has the best, most thoroughly researched stuff when it comes to this stuff, I think. Anywho, Hollywood actress, you got pop out, but oh, you've got a pop out, okay, but your 2 cents is, body shape you can't protect as a shape in a single cut, but headstock shape, yes, and that is what is recognised as an unknown. Yes, I've got a point about that as well. We'll come back to that. Good point though, yes. Good music is good. What's the line? Is a Dinky a Strat? Is a PRS C24 a Strat? Is an RG a Strat? Yeah, so body shape, isn't it? So the way I'm taking it, if we're talking body shape, I would say that all 3 of your examples are a no. Especially a Dinky, because, well, actually, especially a few of them. A PRS C24. Actually, now you got me thinking. An RG, definitely not. I think there's enough deviation in the shape for that to not be a Strat. And like the Dinky is 7/8 the size. I think that's their deviation. Whoops, we jumped a bit. Excuse me. Oh, the chat. There's a lot of chat. I need to catch up. Right, I'm way behind. Sorry, right, okay, we're going to go through this quick, and then we'll get to the poll. Right, I found it now. Fender and Gibson are on par now. Well, we'll see, possibly. Fender have never been able to defend this in any major court. Good point, yeah. Sorry, that was Jojo. Anton, Fender only got the judgment because the other company didn't turn up for the hearing. Yes, okay, we're getting caught up, right, okay. Yes, right, okay, I'm going to start reading through, because there's stuff that I've already said. You probably said it first, I'm just behind, sorry. Matt Sanders, when you pry it out of my cold, calloused hands. Yes, indeed. Paul Crane, as you wrote earlier, you've always thought it was pretty unfair for Fender having everyone copying their original designs with unique shapes and features. Yeah, it's a good point. You know, personally, I think if it was still like family run, if obviously Leo Fender's not alive, but if he was like the guy still there, or the family, or someone was taking over, then I would say, yeah, he deserves to have this legacy protected kind of thing. But I mean, his last thing wasn't even Fender. Like Graham says, he was with G&L for quite a few years before he left us. So yeah, in that time, Fender, how many times has that changed hands? FMIC, who does it even belong to now? Does anybody even know? I don't know. Probably some sort of corporation. Well, it is a corporation. Some, I can't, the words are not happening for this one. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. Not for this one, but you get the idea. Yeah, so I mean, they do, these people, rant time, here comes the rant. These people, they've got nothing to protect. Should this be a rant cam? Maybe this could be a rant cam. But yeah, nothing they did or invented belongs to them. There's probably no one that is running things over there that has anything to do with the design of the Strat or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, they're just as bad as the people they're suing. There you go, rant over. Okay, I think that's rant cam. That's a new thing. Right, sorry. Vincent Brennan, thoughts on Angine de Poitran? They seem to be everywhere on the tube. Oh, is that the guys with the sort of polka dot long nose? I've not seen them yet, but I have been planning on checking them out. Watch Toman Wade in with their legal team. Oh, right, watch Toman, I thought it was a person's name. Watch Toman Wade in with their legal team and we'll see. Yes, indeed. See, that's the thing. Like when it comes to Harley Benton, would they sue Harley Benton when Toman are like, probably their biggest distributor in Europe for Fender and Squire. Distributor, retailer, I don't know. That's interesting. Would they want to, is that biting the hand that feeds you? I don't know. I can't get that analogy right. Something's seems weird there anyway. Made man, a Fender detect a fake Strat plugged into a plug. They send 4,000 volts straight down the line into the strings. OMG! Maybe I was protected by this fingeries that I'm totally not endorsed by, but I now love it. Thank you, Ben Travers, once again. Yet another flip username. Yet another flipping username, sorry. You try that stuff. Pick kept flying out your hand. Nightmare. This hand. This is the one. BPC, with the new Strat band, we need to know now. We need to now push guitar technology. We have single cuts and double cuts. Now it's time for the first ever triple cut. Yes, you know what? I've got another unboxing video to do that would be perfect timing for this, but I just don't have it done in time. Damn, it would have been so much better. Timing is important now when it comes to uploading videos. I mean, it probably always is, but it is now to me. It's like a priority. Good music is good. You got your mum a custom doormat last Christmas and it was a mess when it came out of the bag. Lovely. Okay, Cameron Kawash, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I bet Mile High Studios doormat doesn't have such polite greeting. Yeah, I bet it doesn't. Like he has a doormat. Well, what does he, Jojo? Do you remember? Is it the headstock shape that Fender is getting bent about? No, they can't. Oh wait, can they? No, their headstock shape is protected. It's the body shape. KDH says the ban is EU, so Brexit does have at least one benefit. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Right, okay, so this is the thing that I'm not sure about. If it's, is it only if they sell it in EU? What if it's, why would an EU brand still manufacture guitars in China to sell just in the UK or US? I mean, US is a big market, but it's hard enough for EU brands to crack the US market anyway. UK, fair enough, but is it a big enough market to bother continuing if they can't access the whole of Europe? You know what I mean? Interesting. Hauser, they couldn't trademark the body shape in the US, only the headstock shape. Sorry, let me read that again. I was half paying attention there. Oh, right, body shape. Yes, of course. Search for Tone will buy your illegal strats. Get in touch with Searching for Tone. Check out his channel. Get in touch with him there and he will buy your illegal strats. All of them. He'll buy them all. This isn't even under trademark law. Yeah, you're right. What was it again? It was, wait a minute. Or is it? Is it trademark? It's the one where it's like a protecting art. Is it copyright? It's not copyright. I can't remember. Help me out. Help me out. Oh, it's copyright. There you go. Yeah, it's copyright. Thank you. Is the G&L purchase driving this fuss? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. M. Shepherd. Yo, Steve, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna do with the 50 clones in my house. Any buyers in here? Yeah, there you go. Search for Tone will buy all 50 of your clones, mate. DMAC, good points. Toman could put up a contested challenge. Heard also that any EU court could hear a future case, so they could get shipped to a county judge that is not as Fender friendly. Sorry, mate, I struggled to read that. It was written perfectly. For some reason, my brain was just struggling with that. Anyway, Doogie Driver, sorry you're late. What did you miss? Stratocasters are banned, mate. Everywhere. You need to sell your Strats if you've got any. Get them sold. They're no good. The feds will be at your door if you don't bury it in your garden immediately. You're all going to get 10 years. Hard time breaking rocks. Yes, indeed. Juju Fry, and we all know that copyright can be totally ignored. That's a good point. That's a good point. I can't think of an example, but I know there are lots. Chuck an example in. Ian Mason, they tried the US ages ago and lost as they had not challenged the shape for so long. Yeah, I think that was part of KDH's video as well, wasn't it? Peter Collins, I think Gibson have done the same in the past, but companies get around it by making minor changes to the shape and contours. Yeah, so part of the reason that Gibson do, and they've got this reputation of sort of going after people, it's not so much, well, I assume it's not so much that they want them to stop making their things. It's just if they don't, that's how your copyright or trademark expires. So you've got to keep contesting it or you lose it, sort of thing. So that's why they're always doing it. You never see Fender doing it so much. That's why they don't have, that's why you never see them, yeah, in the press as much for that kind of thing. Right, and I think that's why this is this is such big news. So is the headstock a design trademark or are they declaring it copyright? The headstock, I'm assuming design trademark, I think. What do we think? Edney Helen Dos Santos, yeah, I myself am an insane Strat lover too. Me too, love the Strats. Headstock is trademark, I think. See, I probably got that wrong. But they are trying to argue that the body shape is copyright. If anybody knows what's going on, there we go. Oops, even although it was a Paul Bigsby design, good shout. Well, I mean, it's similar, isn't it? Sorry. I am so far behind. Right, okay. BBC, turned out they've only patented the volume and tone knob placement and the exact angle of the bridge pickup or something equally stupid. Possibly. Doogie Drever, your thoughts would be that it would only cover 3 single coil Strat-shaped objects as others did the humbucker thing long before Fender. Yeah, well, it seems to be... what do you call it? Well, yeah, it seems to be body shape, I think. So here's the thing, right? The Jet, right? Is it about, like, how far away they've come from the shape? We already know that it's not, I mean, to me, it looks the same. To the untrained eye, which is me, it looks the same as a Strat. Like, if I couldn't see the headstock, I think KDH actually did this in his video. You say, is this, what is this? Is it a Strat or a thing? I mean, there are some giveaways here. This is customized as well with the 2 things. But, I mean, is the neck heel enough to put it away from the original contour body, which is what I used to say on the top of the headstock there? Hold on, let's get it. So here's a USA Strat. Actually, does it say it on this? It's not. Yeah, original contour body, that's the thing. I don't know if you can see it, I wasn't really in focus. But would you be able to tell? I mean, I know there's differences here and one's further away, but there must be differences in the shape. That's why the pick guards don't fit. They don't line up. So they've deviated enough purposely. I mean, I would think if I was one of these brands that it would be a lot easier to do a one-to-one copy, like exactly the same. It'd be easier for parts. Like they wouldn't have to make their own pick guards. They would just use any third-party ones that are compatible. But they've made the strategic decision, I think, to deviate from the shape slightly. But is it enough? And does it depend on the consumers? What do you call it? Does it depend on the consumers? Like if they feel like they've been misled or not, you know what I mean? Which brings me to a point that I did want to mention. Whoops. Actually, I'll come to that point later. I want to get caught up with the chat because I'm so far behind, sorry. Right, where are we at? Search for Tone. I think it's claiming it's a piece of art. That's what you gather from the studio rats. And the only one because the defendant didn't show up to court. Yes, we've got that yet. Love KDH yet, me too. Matt Sanders, well, just put a political slogan on it or use it for... Oh, sorry, you're talking... Search for Tone, apologies. Scott Bogfoot's in the house. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Budget Pedal Chap, you'd love to see them go after the Silver Sky. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be the kind of thing that would be like news for life. It would be like Stratgate or something like that. But I mean, it seems to be that people are speculating that they're not going to go after people with clout. How much clout does PRS have? I mean, if it came to a legal battle, who has the biggest purse, so to speak? I would assume it's Fender, but who knows? What we might see is them going after. Nah, we wouldn't. They wouldn't like I mean, the scariest people to go against is Gibson, isn't it? And who do they own? Is it Jackson? Jackson must have something that's very similar to a Strat shape. I can't think what. I know Charvel's SoCal is pretty much the Fender shape's license basically, and they're owned by Fender as we were saying. But yeah, did Jackson have anything more traditional-ish that might? Because Jackson's of course Gibson. It's not likely they would go there. Doogie Drever, KDH is up as... Yep, that's it here. Look, different strokes for different folks. What can you do? Helen Dos Santos, this won't last. Nobody is going to listen to this. I'm pretty sure that a bigger brand will defy that. Yeah, so basically it's up to Fender to go after them. You know what I mean? Are people willing to take the risk? That's the thing. There's a risk now. And yeah, it will take someone to actually turn up and defend himself. And I don't know. I mean, look, again, Fender are not stupid, are they? I mean, they knew that they had this in the bag. They knew this was a win. They wouldn't, I don't think they would do it otherwise, would they? They must have thought about this for a long time. They must have like a team of lawyers that thought, let's do this. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Right, yes, if it wasn't for KDH, we wouldn't know about Leander and Victory amps. Good point. Georgie Friday, Silver Sky is a totally egregious rip-off, and I always wondered how they got away with it. Well, they do have the spoon carve. Like the dimensions are slightly different. It's interesting. Matt Sanders, you would feel different if it was Leo. Yeah, me too. What about brands owned by FMIC? Yeah, so it's up to Fender to go after the companies. So they're not going to go after the ones, especially ones that are licensed by. Like I think, I could be wrong, I think the Fender, the Charvel and Squire, well not Squire, but Charvel, I think they're licensed by bodies, I think. Not sure how it works. Jack on Silver Sky is an outie, that's how they get away with it. I mean, yeah, there's enough deviations, isn't there? It's good, cheap publicity for Fender, it certainly is. But I don't know if it's good publicity, but then they say no, no publicity is bad publicity. No. What do they say again? I can't remember. There's a saying. Violins have been in the headstock shape for hundreds of years. Yeah, good point. Good music is good. If you're one of the first featured designs are going to reflect your product, I'd be Benz was pissed or other cars had 4 wheels or a windscreen. That, you lost me there. What? If you're one of the featured designs, Benz. Ibanez? No. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. You lost me there. Super chat in the house. What is going on there? That's down the bottom, is it? Trey Shreddens, mate. Thank you so much, you absolute gentleman. Gentleman. You generous laddie. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. By the way, in case you didn't know, check out Trey Shreddens' channel. If you've checked out his stuff before, he's just released some of his own music and it's epic. He's got music videos and everything. I think he's gradually putting it all out. Definitely worthwhile checking out. It's awesome stuffs. Awesome stuffs. What a player. Great stuff, mate. I've been loving it. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat as well, mate. You're an absolute legend. Now, where did we get to there? Philippi Bully. Sorry, seems as if the cat has been out of the bag for a long time. Many different S-types guitars out there in the world, yes. We're all going to get thrown in the clink, that is correct. Luke Fulton, who is the Strat police. Is it Friday already? No, not yet. Chris Otterwell. Aren't Harley Benton headstocks slightly different? Yeah, the headstocks isn't the problem. This is about the body shape. So they've lost. No, have they lost? No, they've not lost. The headstocks are protected. That's why other brands do different headstocks. That's why a lot of people thought that Henry's might have got in trouble for their old headstock because it was like this. Whoops. It was like this and it didn't have this little sort of a, what do you call it, recess. Now it has the recess. They think that's safe enough. But I think also this part is smaller than the Fender. Let's check. Yeah, it is. Whoops. Yeah, see the little nose is smaller. Yeah. So everyone is aware of how to play the game. So I think that most brands who have not did direct copies will have a fighting case. I think. Victor House Music, 6 years ago, Gibson lost the EU court case to defend the V against Dean. Yeah, that's a good point. I've seen that, yeah. Michael Hennessy, how you doing, mate? Oi to you. IMA640, a Fender would build guitars for a competitive price. They'd be too busy selling guitars to sue anyone. That's a good point. I mean, yeah, I too wish they would focus on learning how to cut a nut. Because they used to be able to do that pre-pandemic. Post-pandemic, any Fender I've tried has been a bag of any Fender I've tried post-pandemic has had the issues. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Listen, I was the biggest Fender fanboy ever. I love the Fender. I've maybe showed you this before. I'm going to show you this again, right? Here's my old laptop. biggest Fender fanboy ever. Back in the day. No more. And not because of this lawsuit, although it doesn't help. And by the way, it's not that I don't love the guitars. I do love the guitars. I just don't love the company. I don't love the prices. And I don't love the poor quality control. You know what I mean? Other brands do it better. There you go. I've been saying that for a long time. Hozzer, you've seen some shapes from the 80s. You think the body shape looks different. I must have missed something there. Sorry about that. Matt Sanders, just right. This machine still kills malicious litigators on it and you're covered under fair use. Okay, we'll go with that. Friday and the day off. What's going on there? Trace Rends, yes. You're not late, mate. You're all good. Hozzer, you still have an RH4 body and it's pretty similar. Oh, this is the Les Paul we're talking about, yeah? I'll have to start over. Where are we at? Okay, Fender should totally go after people who obviously want to buy a real Fender someday. That's so smart. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Well, they want you to buy the Squire, don't they? That's it. I think that's a big part of it as well. As see, a lot of these brands are not taking sales from Fender. They're kind of stealing from Squire. Like your Jets, Donners, Harley Bentons. There's endless amounts, isn't there? Fasley, whatnot. Fesley. Dougie Drever, already been threatened by Dundee enforcers about no having a telly. Fender feds ain't touching my strats. Yeah, mate, I think I'll be safe there. I still got the letters as well about that. It helps when the law is lawless. Interesting. Paul Crane, Rickenbacker seem to be pretty fierce when it comes to protecting their designs and other intellectual property. Well, I mean, there's a couple of Rickenbacker inspired by models by Harley Benton, although they're maybe not close enough. That's probably why they're safe. Gibson took Fernandez Burney to court over the headstock. The judge in Japan threw it out as Gibson took too long to make the claim. Wow. I couldn't imagine making that mistake these days. But look where it's got them. Rickenbacker are absolutely tiny. Yeah, I mean, they're not really interested in growing from what I was gathering from Phil McKnight video a while back. Jojo, you would argue that the very fact that Fender designs are so easy to copy and made them basically the most popular guitars in the world. Yeah, that's it. I mean, are they easier to copy than any other guitar? I mean, definitely the Tele, I would imagine, is easier to copy, but is it only easy to copy because it's been copied so much? Maybe. It's only been copied so much because it was the most popular guitar ever? Maybe. I mean, look, let's be honest. Ode to the Strat here. The original contour body. 1954. They got it right. This is not a 54 Strat, by the way. In fact, it is a 50th anniversary. What was it? 2004. But anywho, look, the contours. We all know them. The belly carve. It's the most comfortable design ever. It is, I'm sorry. I love Strats. Absolutely love them. I know a lot of people think they're boring, black Strat theory and whatnot, but I'll always love Strats. And I will always love... Anyway, yeah. So, look, they got it right in 54. Every other brand has copied them because it's just like almost the perfect guitar design for comfort. And look, brands like Jet, they do it better. Look at that neck heel carve. You want to see a better neck heel carve? Check out the Charvel neck heel carve. OMG! What? But yeah, Charvel will be okay because they're under Fender anyway. But yeah, look, see the Fender. Look, the license, the headstock shape. Charvel can use the actual Fender. That's the exact same dimensions as Fender because it's licensed or whatever. There you go. But the Star Maker, I mean, yeah, they do their own thing. I don't think they've got to worry, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, any excuse to show this one off. I like that one. Right, anywho, where do we get to then? Will this affect our design a guitar task? I think it might, mate. Oh, actually, apologies. I never put out the creation from last week's. I'll do that at the weekend, okay? The Purple SG. Purple. Hope everyone's having an awesome Thursday so far. You too, Trey. Hope you're having a good one. Sorry, by we, I obviously mean your broken ass country. Sorry, the rest of the world. Okay, not sure where you're at. Hozzer, you wonder how it would work out if the EU just stopped selling all Fenders in retaliation. Oh! Well, I mean, it would have to be all retailers that did that, and they'd be shooting themselves in the foot, really, wouldn't they? Because the way it works, as far as I know, is they already buy the stock up front. So Fender are already paid. It's just when they sell them, they're making their money back. So it's very unlikely that they would do that, I think. Yeah, you think you could tell the difference between a Jet and a Fender? Yeah, I mean that one, but I think the GS300 might be harder. Although the pickguard does get away with it. Yeah, I think I probably could too. Am I that far back? Sorry. Fender is so huge, nobody's going to stop selling them no matter what yet. MS Shepherd, I think we're a little premature. One defied judgment doesn't mean the end of them going against someone else to full trial. Totally, I totally agree. Jackson Soloist, yeah, I mean that's more like an Ibanez RG, isn't it? It's maybe too far away, but I could be wrong. Matt Sanders, you're betting this is an attempt to restrict the dirt cheap bodies and necks coming out of China. You can build a great parts caster for a fraction of the cost of a Fender guitar. You could be right. Oh, you think just selling the bodies maybe? That's interesting. There's an interesting thing they said though, wasn't it? They said that they're not looking to disrupt the industry, but they hope that it might spur on some innovation. Which is, I mean, the way I read that is kind of like, you know what I mean? We'll come after you if you don't get your own ideas. Maybe, get your own ideas. This is our idea. Even though Leo's been long gone. And none of them are anything to do with Fender. Sorry. Should have went on the rant cam for that, apologies. That was the same one, I meant to do that, rant cam. Right, sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, oh, there's Anton's put the link in for Trey's channel, awesome. Sorry, I lost the chat a minute there. Let's catch up a little bit. Trishans, your EP releases later this week. Got something dropping tomorrow. Nice one, check it out people. EP release party Sunday. That's what we're talking about. If we're for us in the UK, Trey's live stream is at 5 PM. No, 10 PM. He says live at 5, but it's 10 PM UK for us. We just broke the fourth wall. What happened there? You didn't know Fender made laptops? They didn't. It's a decal. I just put the sticker on because I'm such a fanboy, or at least I was. There's better Strats for better prices than Fender are making. Yeah, agreed. Steve is Fender. Yes, I was. Steve loves Fender, really. I mean, I do. I love the guitars. I love the product. Like, I'm always looking at Fenders used, but I really struggle to give them my money these days. Although, I've got to admit, I do love the amps. See, when it comes to the modeling stuff, I way prefer the Fender modeling. Even the old generation, I think it's great. That's a story for another day. Resington, how you doing, mate, by the way? I don't know if I've seen you coming in. Chinese made stuff is better than ever, and they will make anything. No F's given over there, it seems. Buy direct if you have to. Good point, mate. Good point indeed. Good music is good. You prefer Squire to Fender these days. It would get everything in the paranormal line if I could afford it. Yeah, I agree as well. I'm more of a Squire fan than a Fender fan these days too, because of, like I say, more interesting models that are affordable. Chris Orwell, as it happens, you just sold your real Strat because the others are just as good, if not better. Ears, not ego. Yes, agreed. I mean, look, I've been saying this for a very long time. Although, I would struggle to part with my USA Strat. I don't know why. You're right. Maybe it's the ego. Could be that. Could be that. Jojo had the Benton backer. Yes, you did. How far back am I? I feel really far back. Edney Helen dos Santos. Yeah, Fender guitars became insane for the price. It's just bad quality. Yes. Yet another flipping username. I don't come here for serious discussions. What's going on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I mean, it's happening. It's something to talk about, is it? Is it still serious? Trace Rins, when you buy a Fender, you're buying the name on the headstock and the legacy of the brand, not because it's the best out there. 100%. 100%. Matt Sanders, the contour of the Strat body is, without a doubt, the ideal ergonomic shape for any solid body guitar. I could not agree more. I think they nailed it. A copyright is not appropriate. Yeah, I'm probably wrong on some of the legal speaks. Apologies. It's now public domain. Yeah, I mean, yes. I keep struggling to follow. I mean, KDH even says that in his video, that people use these words interchangeably, and I do too. and I've probably got them wrong. I've even forgot what they all mean. Doogie Dreaver, the Strat body's changed over time too, like the 62 is different from the 54, so which one are they copyrighting? That is a great point. I wonder if it's the original contour body, maybe, and that is one of the sort of years. That's a good point. Anton, I have my moments, sorry. Oh, whoops, jumped there. Malachi's in. Sorry you're late to the party, but you were installing Seymour Duncan Invader style pickups that RJ's Cave sent me inside of your West Creek high voltage star culprit style guitar. Nice one, mate. Hope you had fun. Hope it sounds good. Victory House Music. Steve, this may be similar to the EU ban on affordable copies of designer furniture. Ames chairs, Knoll sofas, etc. It successfully killed that market. See, I didn't know about that, but I know that Fender's lawyers will, you know, and there's a good chance that that's what they're, who knows, you know what I mean? Let's all agree, right, that, I mean, can we all agree that Fender's legal team are probably not stupid? They probably know what they're doing. What do you think? I think so. Maybe they are stupid. They're probably not. I don't think they are. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. Scott Bogfoot, you should sloppily sandpaper off the laptop Fender logo and put a Jet logo on it. I should actually just get rid of that laptop. It's ancient. It barely works. I've only kept it because it's the only machine that has a disk drive. Where are we at? Scott Bogfoot, you should sloppily... Oh no, you said that, sorry. Matt Sanders, I'll bet if we all hung out with the Fender board members and the C-suite, we would all walk away with better understanding of this. We might not ever buy a Fender again though. That's a good point, mate. I think you could be right. ONCB, late to the chat, but I expect that Fender will be expecting companies to pay a license fee to sell S-types in the EU. That could be a thing. And then at that point, especially with the budget brands, is it worthwhile? Is it worthwhile for them? And how would that work? Would it be a set fee or would it be a percentage? Because, like, I mean, if you think of some of the big brand, I mean, who's even in the EU? Like, I'm thinking of big Strat, sorry, not Strat, well, people that do Strat models that are better than Strats, like Paoletti guitars. Are they not Italian? Are they close enough? Would they have to pay a license fee and would it be a set thing? Because their guitars are like about 3 to 4 grand and they're beautiful. And you could bet they're going to be better than Fenders, subjectively. So yeah, we'd have to pay a percentage. Would it make it worth their while anymore for them to make a profit? I mean, most people don't get into the guitar business manufacturing to make massive profit. There's different things you could sell to make a better profit. You should open a chip shop, you know what I mean? Fish and chips. Good music is good. You wonder how many Fender board members play guitar every day, but there's got to be at least one. The Strat is the Kleenex of guitars. Yeah, is that a good thing? Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Matt Sanders, you're betting their air guitar is possibly. Right, I'm almost caught up there. We didn't do any of the poll so far, and sorry, we may or may not get to it because it took so long to get caught up. Imagine when they start with the Telecasters and lawyers. I mean, it could happen, Anton, controversial comment. Here we go. Hold on, I need a drink for this. Right. Anton, you have a Fender Vintera 2 Road-worn Jazzmaster. It's great and the price was reasonable. Nitro paint compared to the USA Fender, etc. Is there more of that? Oh, there we go. Forgot to add it included a Black Friday discount though. Where's the controversial comment here? Oh, controversial comment warning. You have that you've got a Jazzmaster. Nothing wrong with that, mate. You're surprised that Behringer didn't make a Strat copy. You know what? They did. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Behringer definitely made a guitar, and I'm sure it was a black S-type, but the shape was slightly different. Good point. Where are we at? Where are we going? Where we go? Matt Sanders, sorry all, you're going to duck out and sing. I feel pretty for a bit before I light up in flames. Good luck with that, mate. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We're all done. Behringer makes several Strat copies, or they did. Yeah, I thought they did as well. Right, we've caught up. Something else we wanted to mention, right? Okay. what I think this might come to, possibly, and look, I'm no legal expert, although I did watch Making a Murderer, so I know all about courtroom dramas. But it might come down to, like, is this enough to fool a consumer, right? And what it reminds me of is when the meat industry went after the plant-based industry and said that you can no longer say on your packaging that it's a, excuse me, you can no longer say that it's a sausage or a burger. Like, you can't call it a hamburger. It has to be called a protein disc or something like that. That was what they were suggesting. And the same with sausages. They had to be like, I don't know, protein tubes or something like that. And you weren't allowed to say milk either unless it came from an animal, like on a soy milk or a plant milk. But they kind of lost it because, like, the precedence there of, like, you know, at Christmas time we've got mincemeat pies, so you're allowed to say that. And you've always been allowed to say coconut milk, because the milk that comes from coconut doesn't come from an animal. And coconut flesh, you're allowed to say that as well. But what eventually came down to is, would a customer be fooled into thinking that they're buying real meat products rather than a plant-based product? And they decided that no, consumers are smart enough to realise what they're buying, right? So I wonder if this could be an argument that gets used when it comes to people selling S-type designs. Or maybe I'm completely misunderstanding it again because it's copyright and not trademark or the other way around. But like a jet, for example, even if they got away with it, like, being different enough of a body design, isn't this enough of a giveaway that a customer knows what they're buying? I don't know. I think so. So if it comes down to, like, our customers being misled, they're totally going to lose on that because of not just headstock shapes, but headstocks. And they say things on them. They have actual names. You know what you're buying. You know what I mean? So that's just a take. Like I said, I'm far from an expert on any legal matters whatsoever. Doogie Drever, wasn't there a builder that just bought licensed bodies and necks and did relic jobs on them but got around any infringements by using licensed bits? Nash guitars. Well, I suppose so. That would make sense if they're licensed. Yeah, that would make sense. And wasn't Nash, didn't he work for the Fender custom shop for a while? Isn't that why they're kind of popular? And if I'm not correct, they're pretty much parts casters, aren't they? Because he doesn't build bodies. Is that why he did it? Is that why he did it? Anton, trim that top E string immediately. You know what? Tell you about that. Had a gig on Saturday, broke my E string, first song about within the first, in the intro, first 8 bars or something. Broke the top E string, had to quickly switch to my guitar too. I was actually going to do a Patreon post about this. In fact, just while I mentioned Patreon, quick shout out to the Patreon, and then I'll tell you this story about the weekend. Right, let's shout out the Patreons. Thank you to the Patreons for supporting. On Patreon, we'll have the Roller String Trees, Chris McKean, Jed Ellis, Danny Soule, William Taylor, Steve Murphy, Hoser Cottam, David Wicks, Mark Mogham, The Ubi, Ben Travers, Antoine Aramenko, Sergio for Tone, The Hammer On Heroes Plus on Patreon, Cyborg Day Guitars, Outstanding Bill, Grandpa Joe, Chris Otterwell, and Jason Viator. Woofed. We made it. Right, also supporting our YouTube channel members on both channels if they've got an X2. We've got Richard Sheehan, Chuck's Guitar, Searching for Tone, Antoine Aramenko, Hoser, Willis Taylor, Milehouse Studios, David Wicks, Trey Shreddens, Gear Safari, Mini Guitar Society, Luke Fulton, Donald Easton, and Paul Ritchie. We've got them all there. We've got them all there. Right, okay, this is the hard one that I struggle to do. I'm going to need to do it fast. Frank Chambers, Kelso Brago Brandau, Steve Gunner, Al Lindsay, Simon Wenlock, Rexamatic, Stevie Mac, Anthony Marabito, Budget Guitar Show, Gubby Hugecock, Francis Chambers, Andy NP, Robert McCourt, Greg Stevenson, Brian James Freeman, Phil Sequeira, Nadine, Emoji Face, Will RM, Alan, Glenn Moffat, Bill Cool, Thaddeus Thompson, David Beebe, Alan Pape, G Practice, The Guitar, Paul Crane, Amanda Coombs, Christopher Watkins, and Michael McFall. Thank you so much to the Patreons. Now, I was on a bit of a roll posting on Patreon recently. I did 3 weeks in a row. And then it was the Birmingham Guitar Show, and I missed that weekend, and then I missed this weekend because I've been editing stuff from the show, a lot of stuff. So I was going to do a post about this, but I never. I might do it later. But I wanted to tell you about what happened. And the news isn't I broke a string. It's on a Strat, by the way, so it's still relevant to the topic. Sorry, it's not a Strat, it's an S-type, an illegal Strat. So, broke a string. And then I went to what has quickly become my new number 2 guitar. Can I show you it? You've seen it before, but I'm actually surprised that it's became my number 2 guitar. Number 2 gigging guitar. I'll go and grab it. It's in the case through here. Hold on. Oh, actually, this has just become more interesting to me. Because, funnily enough, my number 1 guitar is a Jet. But my number 2 guitar is now a Fender. A Tele, kinda, right? But it's this one here. I think you've seen it before. Excuse me, let's do it on this one. Let's change up the camera every now and again. See, look at that colour. Beautiful, isn't it? But it's not became a number 2 because it's the colour or anything like that. It's became a number 2 because it's so reliable. It's lightweight. It's a hardtail bridge. It's versatile. I've got my coil splits and whatnot. It's got split shaft tuners. It's just an absolute workhorse. People don't like saying that, but there you go. It's a workhorse guitar. Now, here's the interesting thing. I've been taking this to gigs. The last, I don't know, maybe 10 gigs or something. The only time I don't take this and take another guitar is when I'm trying to get some clips to review for a guitar that I'm reviewing. I try and gig it. But when that's not the case, I've been bringing this one. And I've never had any problems with the Jet, so I've never had to use it until this weekend. I broke a string, so I had to quickly grab this. And OMG, what a difference. What a difference in terms of tone. It played really good. These two humbuckers sound great, but they're way spikier than the single coils and the humbucker on the Jet. And they're louder. I just never actually got the opportunity to use it before. It's always been there as a backup guitar, but never used it. And it took me so long. It wasn't until like the end of the first set that I eventually got my tone dialed in. And it was basically neck pickup, coil split. Push pots, by the way, because they work, they're reliable. I've had them for 50 million years. Okay, not 50 million years, but everybody says they fail. They work great, okay? Yeah, and it was sounding great. I was absolutely loving it. But as soon as it was the break, I went straight over to the Strat, changed that string immediately, and we're back on Strat mode again. But it was interesting. I just thought it was interesting using that. That I've been taking it so long, but when I actually had to use it, I was like, whoa, I probably should have tested this through the system first. I just thought I'd tell you about that. Anywho, where are we at? Excuse me. Right, where do we get to? Thank you to Patreons. Budge, what's Budge say? Budge Bells, the fact it didn't cost over $1,000 for poly-finish bolt-on guitar is a big giveaway that isn't a Fender product. Yeah, nice point. Vincent Brent, so Fender think that we are going to start paying 3 or 4 times the price of a budget guitar. I know, yeah. Well, no, I think they want you to buy a Square. They'll be happy if you buy a Square. No way, I've got the strings just like that on my 90s Jackson Grover Super Strat. You painted the EVH stripes, I remember that. But in the colours, yes, I remember that one. That was a beautiful guitar. Search for Toten, you're impressed in the time of Steve's live stream. You drove to the store, got a smoke detector, got home, installed it, and only got shocked once. Well done, mate. Did you get shocked that this stream is still on? Or was it by the electricals? Good music is good. Have a great weekend. I hope nobody breaks any strings. Me too. I certainly hope that too. Sorry, I did. IMA640, it's not about deceiving people, it's about taking Fender's design and profiting from it. Yeah. Yeah. You could be right. You don't mean to nitpick, but a certain budget pedal chap is a Patreon member as well. Are you, mate? I'm so sorry. I will fix that immediately. I did update. I always update it as well. I check it like each time. and maybe never change the file on OBS. Apologies, mate. I'll make sure you're in there next week. 100%. Sorry about that. See you later, Trey. Fine. Hour and a half live streams, you know. We're on at 9 PM, but whatever. See you later, mate. I'm only joking. Thank you so much, Trey, for your super chat, and we checking out your new releases this week. If anybody missed that earlier, by the way, check out Trey Shredden's channel. He's releasing new tunes, and they're epic. Right, Budget Pedal Chap, you were going to swear it was the plastic purple thing, but it's sat behind him. Yeah, there you go. Oh, love that guitar. Love that guitar so much. Where are we at there? Whoops, jumped again. That telly's a beaut. Would love one like that. Can't find a lefty version. Oh, sorry, mate. I mean, that's the thing. If you find a lefty body, well, you can, before they're all illegalised. Although we'll be okay in the UK. HZ guitars are worth checking out for bodies. They do quite nice designs. I'm actually thinking about, I've been wanting to do something different to this, and I think I'm going to take all the poly off of it and get it down to the raw wood. Hopefully keep the colour. Hopefully the stain is on the top. I think that'd be quite nice. It's really light. Anywho. Lots of anywho's. Where did we get to that? We're talking about fire alarms. Lovely Brown, yes. You tried to listen best I could. All you know is Steve loves Fender, especially the nuts. That's true. Love the nuts. Hauser, your only gripe with the GS600 is the weak humbucker pickup. There you go. It's easy fixed, isn't it? Just change it. Change it up. Your workhorse is a Reverend Jetstream, does everything. I've been thinking a lot about Reverend recently, actually. I actually spoke to Ken of Reverend at the Birmingham Guitar Show. Video coming out about that soon. I was hoping it was going to be this Friday, but I'm not going to get it edited in time. Huge video that took me an entire day to film. 15 interviews. I was hoping it'd be this Friday, but it's not going to happen. Sorry. Doogie Dreaver, stupid fact for the night. Push pots were a Yamaha thing. Copyright TM ran out. Interesting. Wait a minute, did I read about that recently? Why does that ring a bell? Maybe it was you that said it before, mate. That might have been. Never shocked. My stream should be at least 2 hours. I couldn't go that long. Look, I'm running out of water. Running out of water. In fact, Trey, you're still here. What happened? I thought, I'm not signing off. I'm here for the long haul, mate. Although I'm starting to run out of things to say. Maybe we'll have to call it. Anyway, looks fine the way it is. Thank you, Malachi. Soylent Green, how you doing, mate? Put some brown and gold sparkles on it. Dave Fiendish in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hauser68, can you do that? I thought you had to buy another guitar. That's what you tell your wife. What, you mean taking the poly off? Maybe you can, yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Buy another guitar instead. As long as it's an illegal Strat. Right, so, while we're here, in the chat, let me know how many illegal Strats do you own? Not how many S-types do you own. Like, yeah, how many, just let's make it more fun. How many Strat copies do you own? Strat clones. Strat-shaped objects, SSOs, that are not made by Fender. I suppose that would include G&L. Would it include Squire? I don't think we're going to include Squire, because it's Squire by Fender. So forget Squire. If you wrote a number and one of them was a Squire, please update that. There we go. Cameron Kawish, 0. So does that mean that you have Fender Strats or just don't like Strats? None. Graham Campbell went to the effort of writing out ONE. Thank you, mate. That's what I like to see. 1. Vincent Brennan, none. 2. 1. IMA640, 0. Chris Otterwell Guitars has 2. Melody Apps has 2. Chris Otterwell Guitars, made by you. Oh, you made your own. Nice one, mate. Good on you. Oh, that's an interesting take, isn't it? Yeah. Surprisingly, 0. Doogie Dreaver, 3. Working on 4. Wouldn't buy a Fender, 3. Bloomin' heck. Maybe BPC's maybe got 6 or 7. Wow. Budget Pedal Chat, would you include that Ibanez AZES as 1? And how about your Harley Benton Fusions, would you include them? Cameron Kawish, one made in Mexico Strat. No, sorry, that was what you were saying from earlier, yes. So yeah, you've got a Fender, nice one. I mean, look, the Fender Strats are pretty great, especially the older ones. Pre-lockdown, when they knew how to cut nuts and the fretwork wasn't so shoddy. Nick Moran, you're building a parts caster at the moment. Nice one. Scott Bogfoot, 0 copies. Mad Hatter, you've got a Diamond Barchetta Series Super Strat and 90s Jackson Grover Super Strat, 2 Ibanez RG models. Yeah. See, I wonder if the Ibanez RGs and the Super Strats, I wonder if they count. Like we were saying earlier, I think they're far away enough from the design. I think it's enough of a deviation. One, but more like an Aerodyne body. Yeah, that's a good point. Like what someone was saying earlier on, sorry, I forgot who said it, is which year model of design are they protecting? In terms of the body shape, like even the MIJ stuff is so got deeper contours. Actually, I have a MIJ. Here's my parts caster. Actually, this wasn't a Fender, this was a Squire, but it has a longer contour. I think, you know what, I've never checked this against the Fender. Let's check it. Maybe it doesn't. Actually, maybe it does not at all. Are they like the same? Maybe they're the same. Maybe they're the same. I can't really see on camera. But yeah, I mean, reputation-wise, apparently they have sort of like more extreme contours on the MIJ ones. Oops, that's the wrong way. Maybe. Look at that. Real relic on a poly finish guitar. That's actual years of gigging. It's hard to relic a poly finish, you know. Anywho. Yeah, right, where did we get to there? We're counting everybody's guitars. Luke Fulton, none. I obey the law. Nice one. He's the lawman in here. Today you've got 4 Fender Strats though. Nice one. Dave Fiendish, you've got 3, but 1 is a Tokai and 2 Squire. Yeah, I don't think we can count the Squires, but we'll count the Tokais. You've got a Frankenstrat here, but it's your brother's. I don't know if that would save you in a court of law, Scott Bogfoot. I think you'd still get the jail. Surfer Tone, yeah, they aren't the same. They would win in a court case. Yeah. Budget Pedal Chap, yes, you are counting the Harley Bentons and the AZ. That's very Strat flavoured. I think I'm also counting some Squires too. Were you not paying attention to the question? Eh? And you wonder how I'll leave you off the Patreon list. It's attitude like that. I'm sorry, mate. I will definitely get you added in next week. Sorry about that. And thank you again to the patrons. Trace rounds, unless it actually looks like a Strat, I don't think it counts. Yeah, well, I think that's what it is. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. Because someone said this in the poll that we've never got to. The hardware. Hardware and pickup configuration. So if you've got like a 1-to-1 copy of a Strat body, I don't know, I can't think of anything. A Harley Benton. You've got a Harley Benton, right? S-type. Say it's close enough. And it's got, I don't know, a pair of P90s in it. And a wraparound bridge, because somebody mentioned that in the poll as well. But the body shape is identical. Are they still in trouble? Because apparently it's the body shape only. What do you think? What do you think? Answers in a comment, answers in a postcard. Anyway, your Jackson Dinky wouldn't count. No, it wouldn't, mate, because it's 7/8. I think you'd be safe there. And it's enough of a deviation shape-wise anyway. I think. I mean, that's a Dinky. The Charvel, what's the deal with Charvel and Jackson Dinky, the body shapes? Are they almost identical because there was like Charvel Grover were a thing together, weren't they? Grover Jackson and Charvel were kind of the same thing, apparently, to start with. Or they overlapped somehow. Anyway, the Squire Classic Vibe Strat bodies are slightly thinner than Fender Strat bodies. Is that right? See, I remember them being the same, 44.5 millimeters, but the affinities were thinner. and the bullets and the sonics were all thinner. But then the new affinities, when they revamped them maybe in 2022, they put them back up to full size bodies. But then maybe a year or two later, they went back to thinner again. Interesting. But you could be right with the CVs. It's been so long since I've tried out a classic vibe. I need to try one. Again. You like the new pseudo angry Steve? Nice one, mate. Jojo, you have to jump off now, but it's been an interesting chat. Thanks, Steve. See you all soon. Thanks, Jojo. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for playing and sharing your thoughts on it. I thought there's going to be a Jojo video about this soon. Maybe Monday. Tuesday, sorry. Possibly Tuesday. You might see it on Tuesday. Yeah, I think your video came out the same day as the news, because Jojo's usually quick with these things as well. Excuse me. Judas Priest, Luke Fulton. What's going on there? Sorry, let me try and get this right. Philippa Boboli. And then there's a pro session by RH Sound Research Incorporated that you have, you think, from the 80s. It's totally a copy, headstock and all. Really? Wow. There we go. See, it's funny that the headstock shape is protected, even if it's got like a different name and logo and branding on it. But there you go. That's just how it is, isn't it? MS Shepherd. I think it's Matt Shepherd, isn't it? You have so many Strat copies at the house. Fender is going to come after me more than my ex-wives. Jings. Nice one. I mean, personally, I never thought an Ibanez RG looks like a Fender Strat. Same here, mate. Yes, I agree. Budget Pedal Chap, you've got a square Strat with a thinner body, but also have a square with a full chunky body. Yes. I think it's just different years. Dinkies and Soloists are 7/8, yes. Grover worked for Charvel, then took over the company, and it became Charvel Jackson. Yeah, that rings a bell. I knew it was something like that. Johnny has a mung taster. Yes, indeed. Mad Hatter, you honestly feel bad for anyone who can't tell the difference between a real Fender Strat and a Strat style guitar. Just look at the headstock. Yeah, I think that's the giveaway, isn't it? But that's not really the thing. Most people are fine. Now, there was something that I forgot to mention. I should have mentioned earlier in the stream because it was my take on it. Why I'm not worried about this. So, first thing is, I don't think it affects the UK, but that's not even why I'm not worried about it. Vincent Brennan, exactly what I'm about to say right now. Would this affect the used market? So, if all Strats other than Fenders were banned, Tuesday, whatever day it was, if they got banned and you could no longer sell them, I think we'll be alright. I think enough Strat copies in the world exist for us all to have about 20 each. The price might go up a little bit on eBay, yes, I think that could happen, but I don't think there's going to be any shortage of S-types. They've been making copies for decades. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of them. I couldn't imagine how many of them are out there. You would never struggle to find one. You know what I mean? And how many do you need? You certainly don't need however many this is. Too many. And I've got some other ones through in the other room. And some in school. And 2 up there that I can't show you because there's going to be videos on them. One is tomorrow. And the other one will be soon after that. I've got 2 Strat videos in the bank and Strats got banned. This is what we're going to have to do, people. We need innovation from now on. This is what we're going to have to see from brands to keep them safe. Yeah? Like the rock and roll animal here. Pure tone plastic with a tape deck. I mean, if that's not innovation, I don't know what is. Listen to that 60 cycle hum. You hear that? Maybe this wouldn't survive because of the 60 cycle hum. There you go. I don't know what to tell you. Is the one over my right shoulder illegal? These are all legal. Oh, that zoom in happened perfectly. These are all legal, mate. Every single one of them. And I will be going to prison. Can I fix this? Kinda. Yeah, I'll more than likely be going to prison, so, I mean, look, we had a good run. That's 3 years this channel's been going on cheap strats. I think we're done. I'm sorry. Thank you, Trey Shredden. Smack the like button, that helps. I should say that early on. I don't say that. I should say that. Apparently, if you get 30 likes on a stream, it helps to push it out. I never check how many we have. I never check any of the stats of the stream because I don't want to put me off. We're getting near the end. It tells me we've got 55 concurrent viewers. I'm not even sure what that means. But great, that seems like a lot. Excuse me. By the way, that was another reason that I did this, what do you call it? I did this topic, is not only that was I lucky that I kind of landed, I didn't have a topic for tonight and the news was out. This live stream hasn't grown much. This channel, the live stream really hasn't grown much in the last, since I basically moved from the main channel. When it was on the main channel, it was at its peak. And what was it? It's probably about 6 months ago now, maybe longer, that I moved it to the second channel. It was an experiment, but the live stream has not sort of got back to where it was at when I had it on the main channel. So I thought, let's do something a wee bit fun and clickbaity and current trendy. Let's see if we can get some more people in. I don't know if that's happened. Are you new? If you're new, say hello. Welcome. If you're new, chuck something in the comments. Chuck in your favourite emoji. Chuck in the illegal strat emoji. That might happen. BBC, we're on 29 likes. We need one more. Can I like it? I'll like it. Right. Very last minutes of the game. We did a poll. Sorry it took so long to get to the poll. So we're asking, how many illegal strats will you be buying this year? Oh, so there we go. 37% say none. None illegal strats. 45% will be buying at least one illegal strat. Four illegal strats as 5% of the population of the guitar sphere. That's who voted here. It's actually 137 votes. Thank you very much for voting. As always, and sharing your comments. I answered a few of them. Sorry I never got around to talking about them today. So sorry, it's been a busy day. I will try to catch up on them. So yeah, 5%. So there you go. We've got 50% so far that would buy like between 1 and 4 strats this year. Illegal strats. And 12% is going to buy all of them, which makes 0 sense because really only one person can buy all of them. But you've got to put a stupid one in sometimes, don't you? So there you go. Thank you for taking part in the poll. My voice is starting to go. I need to take another drink. Thank you for discussing illegal strats today. See if you can find John Robson's comment. He's maybe not commented because I did it another day. Excuse me. I like to shout out. Oh, it does that annoyingly sometimes. Excuse me, newest. Is Mr. Robson in the chat? There he is. Strats aren't really my thing. I have a couple but rarely play them, so against my answer, how many I'll be buying will be 0. I'm really sorry to hear that, Mr. Robson. But check out John's live stream tomorrow, 5 PM UK, beer o'clock, or whatever time that is for you in your neck of the woods. Check out, it's always a good hangout. Excuse me. So, do I want to end on anything? Excuse me. Thank you for putting in all the emojis. This is helping a lot. Did we get 30 likes? Did we get the 30 likes? 29. Mad Hatter did it. Dave Fiendish. You like SGs. Mostly vintage and Harley Benton triple pickup. Nice one, mate. Serge Fatone, you've got a John Robson comment last week. He's a fine lad, he certainly is. Maiden Man, going to get a jet. Their stall at a guitar show impressed me. Oh, nice. Did I see you at the guitar show, Maiden Man? Did we say hello? I think we did. Did we? Remind me. I think we did. I'm sure we did. Vincent Brennan, I predict pointy guitars and synths will come back this year. Keytars. It's going to be all keytars till the end of time. Budget Pedal Chap, you'll have to buy an extra one, Steve, for our offset, our Robo. What? You'll have to buy an extra one, Steve, to offset our Robo. What? What is going on there? Oh, to offset John Robson. I've got you. Yeah, I'll buy another one. I mean, I'll likely buy another one this year. I've already bought, I'll tell you how many, hold on. Oh man, I totally should change the video I've did. Sorry, it's too late. But anyway, 2 this year so far. Any more? Okay, the Henrys was a sponsored video that was gifted, and that's it. 3 this year, and we're only in March. Actually, the Henrys came last year, so that doesn't count. By the way, if anybody didn't see the video last week, check it out. The new jet pick guards are here. I changed this one to this black one with the white outline. This isn't one of the, well, it is an official jet pick guard, but it comes from pickguard.co.uk. And I got them to do this white perimeter outline around it that I think looks really cool. I've been thinking about using one of the Posca pens to do a white outline around the pickup. I think that might be cool. Maybe, I might do that. But anyway, so yeah, check out the video if you didn't see it on the jet pick guards. They're available. Whoops. And, excuse me. Yeah, there's a few different places that stock them, but if you want something different and custom, pickguard.co.uk is the place to go. And yeah, so pickguard.co.uk, I've been singing their praises for a long time. I'm a big fan. It's just a one-man show. And now he's like a proper partner with Jet. Like, he's got the official pick guards from them, so you can get them from him. But you can get them other places as well if you just want like for like. But if you want to get something special, like I did, then you can do it like mirror, I don't know, purple, pink, tartan, neon tartan sparkle. And that's what you do. Pickguard.co.uk. And I believe he ships worldwide as well. Something to consider. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks again everybody for coming along and chatting strats. I hope it was fun. I had a bit of fun. All strats are illegal. Strat copies. Bury them in your garden before the FBI comes to your door. Sorry, I know that's very stupid, but that's what happened. Right, thanks everybody for chucking in all the emojis and that towards the end. Hello in Wickham. Hello you red goals, Wickham. Indio G, your wife actually gave you the green light to buy a new Les Paul this year. Then the orthodontist says my daughter needs braces. Damn, what can we do? Anyway, right, well, all good. Let's get out of here. Thanks again for coming. Until next time, hopefully Friday, tomorrow, 6 PM. See you later. There we go. Ah, that was fun times. Fun times indeed. So it was. Let's do my comment that I like to do. Excuse me. Oh, I'm really struggling today to find the right things. There we go. There it is. Right, we're getting out of here. Okay, 6 PM tomorrow, a video about an S-type that's illegal. Although I wasn't early enough to have that angle. So I've got an illegal S-type for you tomorrow, 6 PM. See you there.